EA sells out to Saudi Arabia with Jared Kushner's support. Folks, if you haven't heard, EA has been sold and has been made private, a private company, being taken out of the public stock exchange for 55 billion US dollars. Now EA is soon to be a Saudi Arabian company, which does have an American base of operations, of course, so that they can actually run things. But I find this incredible. And if it can happen to a company like EA, then all sorts of big names that are still independent could be swallowed up by foreign entities and foreign governments. It's a shame that couldn't happen to Xbox, because I would love that. Xbox bought by the Saudi Arabians. You wouldn't even have to change the color. It would just be green with a great big X next to all the Islamic writing. Yes, Jane?
Can I just point out Lilith's comment here, which is excellent? There will be Sharia law in FIFA 2020.
I'll tell you this, folks. Lilith is crazy, and you can quote me on that. We literally keep her on a Wednesday panel show to keep crazy characters away from the show. But Lilith is one hell of a character, and I hope so, Lilith. I don't want women in the FIFA games, okay? They have the ladies' national teams now. Yes?
Right. I'm sorry. I totally agree with this. It's not sexist, but it is ludicrous. So I haven't played FIFA for a few years, and my friend at work said, "Oh, this is my ultimate team," and he showed me. And like at left back was like Lucy Bronze or whatever. She had like a 92 rating, and I'm like, "Come on, do me a favor. Like I'm literally a better player than her, and I'm a 50-year-old overweight man. Grow up. Stop pushing this Wendy ball on us. It is a joke." I cannot believe they're including that. My little niece got a sticker album, a football sticker album, and there's like they've got like pages of what no one wants them. They know no one wants them. They just stick them in there. It's like to try and absolutely force it on us. It's a joke. I'll tell you what. If I managed a women's football team, but I would just put an advert out saying, any man between the ages of 16 and 50, if you want to have a go in goal, transition, and I'll get you a professional contract. Because I'm sorry, these goalkeepers are fucking shit.
We can actually talk about football on this panel without any Americans on saying, "It's soccer, soccer, soccer." It's so liberating to actually be on a panel show without any Americans on it, which is just fantastic. But I tell you this, as a Mass Effect and Dragon Age fan, I pray for a Saudi Arabian Mass Effect. I pray for a Saudi Arabian Dragon Age. We can call it Dragon Age Invasion, because the Qunari are essentially just Muslims in that universe. And then the Qunari can just take over Thedas and make it great again.
Where you had Inquisition, so...
Exactly. But I just find it incredible that this has happened. EA was bought out by, it wasn't just the Saudi Arabian government. They did it in association with a company called Silver Lake, which is a third-party company, like a bridge company, so that the Saudis can operate in America without it being, outright foreign interference. And apparently Jared Kushner, who is President Trump's son-in-law, helped to arrange the agreement. So he has a stake in this as well. A lot of people have called this out as, oh no, this is a bad thing. The Saudis have bought EA. It's like, dudes, ladies, EA is the devil of gaming. Go on, Jay.
So the Saudis are going to put a stop to this sort of shit I was talking about, though, aren't they? They've got no interest in women wearing shorts or anything like that, or learning, or do you know what I mean, anything like that. They're going to have them straight off. Get out. Men only. This is Saudi Arabia now.
No pride stuff, no gay stuff in Mass Effect or Dragon Age anymore.
Get out.
Because the Saudis, and this is true of all Arabians, folks, is that when they invest into something, a part of them goes into that investment. And of course, they want to make a profit. but they see what works. And when they look through EA's recent history of their recent projects bombing, especially recent companies like BioWare, for example, the Saudis may just decide we're just going to wipe out BioWare, right? Because all of your projects are lame and gay, okay? And we don't want that. We want successful projects, and we want to monetize them too. So I think on the plus side, we're going to get rid of all of this agenda nonsense at EA. But the minus side is you're going to see a lot of monetization. So you're not going to see the end of Ultimate Team, folks. You're just going to see the end of women's football in the Ultimate Team packs. And I think this this post is a great example of the mindset that I agree with. And that comes courtesy of Mick J Plays, and I muted it for some reason. I don't need to mute it. There it is, courtesy of Mick. Just to provide some context, folks, because we all need appropriate context. I'm not CNN or MSNBC. So EA just got bought out by the Saudis, Silver Lake, and Jared Kushner. And there's a few things that were pointed out. The social messaging will be gone. Predatory monetization will go through the roof. And if you guys want to ingratiate yourself with people, you just point out that EA is bad. It's not that difficult because they always have been.
Say what you want about hardline Islamists. They're not interested in women's football. So.
Exactly. I'll tell you this. Go on,
I'm
Elsa.
not sure what's going to happen. I mean, I'm conflicted on this because, wokeness is going to be going away, but I have no idea what else are they going to do. It's not going to be that great.
I guarantee you, if the Saudis buy a network show, we're putting you in a burqa. Helzo, what were you going to say?
What? Absolutely no. I'm going to wage war on you, like right away about that.
Righteous wars, holy wars. Look, I think first of all, two things are possible with this. First of all, most probably all the woke shit is going away, which is good. The second thing has two stipulations. Either they're going to do this basically the same thing that EA has been doing and insert their own ideology and their people's ideology into games one way or another, which is not going to be great. Or they will be smart about it because they just spent $55 freaking billion on it, basically more than the GDP of a lot of smaller countries. So if they're smart about it, they're just going to go, all right, listen, guys, we want to make money again off of this. We know EA used to be profitable. Let's make money. Let's see what the people who used to buy our games and our products want. Let's do research. Let's pay $1 billion because we have those oil money and do research. And they're going to see that gamers want simple things. We want to escape. We want to escape from the real world when we play a game. We want to have interesting stories, interesting characters. Especially, man, we like attractive women in games. That's why Stellar Blade is one of the many things that Stellar Blade was so popular. Is that we don't want any ideology. I mean, not only the woke ideology. We don't want extremist ideology as well. We wouldn't want burkas and stuff like that as well. So if they're smart, they're gonna make actual smart decisions. They're gonna actually have gamers to listen to, the people who actually open their wallets for their games and buy them, and they're gonna possibly revive some of the franchise. And I am actually very maybe stupidly optimistic that if things go in the best way possible, they're gonna delay, let's say, Mass Effect a little bit more, and it's gonna come out great. That's might be wishful thinking, but I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, and if they're smart, they're gonna be able to, because Mass Effect has the potential to coming back as something absolutely amazing. But just at the current state, we don't see it happening. Just like we don't see it with The Witcher, we don't see it with any sequel that is upcoming for any of the games, because all of them have adopted the stupid messaging.
Well, I'll tell you this: you know, you're desperate when you're asking the Saudis for help. Dez has been a bit quiet.
No! I'm not asking the Saudis for help or anyone. Like whoever's asking the Saudis for help. Like, I mean, yeah,
Well,
they're desperate in your opinion.
Well,
I don't know. I'm concerned, so we'll
We're-
see. I'm genuinely concerned about this because maybe from one bad thing to another, we'll see. But yeah, December hasn't said anything. So December, what do you think?
Because
I've been working on a video in regards to this, and I think that some of the things that I don't think we're going to see that much. Like, obviously they want money, so they're, but then again, you have to think about, in general, people just make stupid decisions when they're ahead of these companies. I mean, we were just talking about Xbox. What would be the smart decision for Game Pass and for them to move forward? They're not going to make those decisions. They're going to probably, like you said, Digny, if they were to do a partnership for PC, they would go to Epic because they're stupid. So with this thing here, I think that when it comes to the hardline ideological stuff, they're definitely going to have some things that they're going to crack down on. I don't think levels of cringe like Veilguard are going to be possible anymore. Hopefully, at least. But like, when you think about how they make these games, these studios have so many activists working in there, and they've been there for so long that the culture inside of the very studios themselves has changed. So when you're talking about removing all of it, you'd probably have to get rid of, hundreds of developers or something. And I don't think that they're going to be restructuring to that level. So it's very interesting to see how are they going to proceed with this, if they really do have a sort of a mentality where they want to remove certain things. We know that it's very likely to happen because, they're going private now, so they don't have to do the whole ESG, DEI thing anymore to appeal to investors out there. So definitely a change is coming, but how much of a change, I don't know. It's actually kind of a really cool testing area to see because so many other studios need to get rid of the activism in there, but it's so difficult to get rid of it without just upending the entire studios.
Well, that's the thing people need to realize. If you're gonna cut the cancer out of your company, well, you're gonna have to cut it out, or it's going to destroy you. But I found this source real quick from Pirate Nation, who's into dress up. Don't ask me how I know that, folks, but I know a lot of things about people. Quote, former BioWare lead writer reads the runes, all mystical, on EA Saudi deal and speculates that guns and football are in, gay stuff is out, and the venerable RPG studio, that's BioWare, may be for the chop. Now, EA has had a history, folks, of killing good companies. BioWare was once a good company. BioWare hasn't made a good game in over a decade. It hasn't made a great game in a decade and a half.
Oh yeah, remember that phrase? My face is tired.
Yes. And Andromeda wasn't even the worst game released during that period.
Yeah.
It's absolutely awful, folks. But when people say BioWare is a venerable studio, they say that historically. Just like for Bethesda, they say it historically because of what they've done in the past. It's like saying that this 70-year-old veteran was a great soldier. He's not a great soldier now. He's an old bastard with arthritis who can barely walk now. But he was once a great soldier, and we thank him for his service. We don't press him to go back into the battlefield, though, do we? Unless you're Ukrainian. Too soon? Too soon, ladies and gentlemen?